5 tips to keep from undoing your progress while on vacation. Friends, thank you so much for joining me. This week, I thought I would talk about some tips on not undoing the progress that you've made while you go on vacation. I'm not under any illusion that when I go on vacation, I'm going to keep losing weight. I'm just trying not to undo all the progress that I have made. And I have a few tips that will hopefully help you out too. My first tip is to try and choose items from the lighter menu when you do go out to eat. My biggest probably hurdle when I go on vacation is the fact that we eat out all the time. And I don't normally do that. That's not part of my normal routine. So for my body, it's a lot of extra sodium it's not used to. Obviously, a lot of extra calories. You can't really control how your food is being made, that sort of thing. And because I don't eat out all the time, it's a really big treat for us too. So we tend to like to go to, restaurants that are maybe less than healthy. I shared with you guys I was going on vacation. So when we just were on vacation, we went to the Cheesecake Factory, which we don't have one in our area. So for some people, I know that's not a big deal, but for us it is. And they actually have a light menu. And so always start by checking the light menu first, or, the light section if the restaurant you go to has that. Because if you find something there that does look good and sound good, obviously that's a much better choice. And when you're at some place like Cheesecake Factory, if you choose off the lighter menu, then you can justify still having the cheesecake. Not that I did that. Tip number 2 is going to be exercise. This is out for a quick morning walk with my son. We're trying to burn off that Cheesecake Factory we ate last night. We just get up a little bit earlier than everybody else and get our steps in. That way we don't have to worry about it later. It's a great thing to do because it starts your day off right, and it kind of reminds your brain that you are still, on this health journey. And it's just a good way to start the day anyway, no matter what. But it also is a nice way to kind of see the area where you're staying. So, we would go out every morning and just kind of go a different direction from the hotel. And because we don't know the area, we just sort of did, 20 minutes out, 20 minutes back, or however long we had, to kind of, control, not getting lost or not going farther than we should, or not going far enough just because you don't know the area. But it's kind of fun to just see what, what all is around there. Obviously, be safe if you're in a less than desirable area, either walk inside on a treadmill or something like that. Most hotels do have at least somewhat of a gym. This one that I just stayed in was no different. But, obviously make the best choices you can, weather permitting, of course. If it's pouring down rain or 3 feet of snow, you might opt to use the gym in the hotel. But if you can get out and explore, definitely do. Tip number 3 is active fun. And we did a lot on this trip, especially. So when you're kind of thinking, what are some of the things that we want to do and see, try and think about doing some things that are active, right? So, instead of, maybe going to, a show or something like that, unless that's what you really want to do, try and do something more active. So, something like we went to Topgolf, because again, we don't have a Topgolf in our area. So that's always a lot of fun for us.
Dang, girl.
It's not huge amounts of movement, but it's definitely movement, and you're definitely getting up, and it's not just sitting. And then we also went bowling, and I hadn't been bowling in a long time. So just a couple of ideas, but there's lots and lots of things that you can do. Of course, there's always, hiking and, biking and all those kinds of things that you can do that are just going to be, fun, get you out there, get you active, get you seeing the area, but really make a conscious choice when you're thinking about, what is it that we're going to do on this vacation, to try and choose some things that are active. And shopping counts, as long as you walk a lot. Tip number 4 is going to be a tip for every day and every situation. Always, always water, 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 right? But especially if you're like me and you don't eat out a lot, water becomes even more important because of that extra sodium from the, less than healthy food you might be eating. Definitely make sure you make it a point to drink your water. And I find it's really hard to do on vacation. I try and purposely buy, bottles of water that are, have the kind of, top on them that I really, really like. Things like that, just anything I can do to try and make getting in that water a little bit easier, because for whatever reason, you get out of your routine, and that seems like that's one of the first things to go is, getting enough hydration. So water it up. Tip number 5 is going to be sleep. One of the advantages of being out of your routine is going to be that hopefully you get to relax a little bit. And, sleep is so good for weight loss, and none of us are getting enough of it in our day-to-day lives and, work and, trying to take care of the family and all that stuff. No one's getting, the 8 to 9 hours we're supposed to be getting. So take advantage of that vacation time and really try to do your best to get some extra sleep in. Whether that's, a quick afternoon nap or, hopefully an actual solid block of time at night. Because sleep is going to help you so much with weight loss and just, again, not undoing all the progress that we've made. So those are the tips that I have for you this week. I hope you found some of those helpful. If you have any tips that I missed, definitely leave them down below in the comment section. Love to hear them. Also, while you're down there, be sure to like this video, click subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell for notifications if you'd like notified each and every Saturday when I upload. I appreciate you joining me today and hope you have a very successful week. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Thank you. Puberty. I don't want to miss anything or mess anything up. What am I trying to say? Why is this part hard?